My advice to a new representative is the number one thing to worry about when there's so much else that you can get overwhelmed by is just open your store, which means share your brochure with as many people as you can. Share your link to your Avon eStore and just start there, and everything else will kind of start to fall in place. But if your store is not open, if you haven't introduced people to your store, you're not going to start seeing results or seeing success in that way.
The first thing is to work on their friends, their family, their coworkers, their neighbors. We love to do door-to-door around their, their neighborhood, so that everybody knows that there is someone there and that they have Avon service in their area. We make it easy. When we start a representative in the business, we show them the two sides. We let them know that this business is about doing two things: selling the products and sharing the opportunity. It's like walking with two legs. If you're walking with one leg and not the other one, you're limping. So you want to use both legs. One leg sells and the other one brings in new representatives, gives the opportunity to others to start their own business.
I feel like it's a privilege to be able to kind of develop that relationship with a customer and help them feel good about themselves.
The number one thing is find and fill needs. You find the needs by asking questions, getting to know your customer, doing a customer file to find out more about her. It's important to be a beauty consultant because we're also there to help them not only look better but feel better about themselves. So we have so many products that help with that. I don't like the term passing out the brochures because I like to say working the brochure. When you're working it, you're talking, you're consulting, and you're making a new friend.
Power of Three changed my business. So what I tell my representatives so that they can also build their momentum is to just get 3 books, make 3 contacts, and go home. However, do it every day. Do it from Monday through Sunday. And you're going to start building your confidence, and you're going to start, it's going to make you, want to talk to people
we're
eventually.
Teaching, the Power of Three teaches you a behavior and creates a routine for the first, few campaigns. And once they get used to it and they feel comfortable doing it, they take off. And,
Yes.
a lot of them, it keeps them consistent, it keeps them engaged and working the business. So it's an easy way for them to remember to get out there and speak to more people.
Power of 3 you can do pretty quickly. Power of 3 is you talk to 3 people a day, but if you want to meet your goals faster, then you increase it to the power of 10. I think power of 10 is very doable. Talk to 10 people in 1 hour. If you have an hour, 10 people can easily be reached. You can be a busy professional, and as working a 9-to-5 job, there are still hundreds of people that you see on a daily basis. So just stopping to talk to 10 of those while you're getting your coffee, while you're getting your dry cleaners, while you're driving your car, you see somebody on the side of the road that is walking their dog, and it's an opportunity there.
Pathways is valuable for a new representative because it will help guide the new rep into all the teeny bits of the business that are more technical. There's constantly tutorials that are being changed on the Pathways component, and also if there's any questions that the new rep has, using Pathways may answer those questions.
Step 1, just do it. It's the best training there, and it's available to you 24/7. So why wouldn't you want to take advantage of it? I mean, the classes are so good. They've had experienced people give tips and advice. Why spend your time spinning your wheels and trying to reinvent the wheel when it's all there for you? If you can get on and take those classes, early on in your career, it will help set you up so that you're a lot more efficient. If you do those classes, they provide you with everything that you need. I always find that the people on my team who do those classes and keep in the loop and are on top of their training do far better than the people who haven't looked at it. I thought I knew what the best person looked like, but I've come to a point now where I speak to everybody, because you never know. Like right now, there's a woman on my team, she was a customer. She was not interested in selling. She swore up and down, left and right, that she couldn't sell, that she didn't have it in her to sell. And she just wanted the products. She loved the products. And I said, if you love the products this much, you can share it with other people. You're wearing the jewelry, you get compliments on your jewelry, give it a shot. So she said, okay, I'll take the brochures, I'll share them with the people at my job. She came back with a humongous order.
There's been so many times where I'm running late somewhere and I'm just driving and I see somebody smiling with her kids and they're in the front of their garden. I think, oh gosh, should I stop? Should I stop and talk to her? And I think yes, because if she's my next leader, fantastic star, and I miss this opportunity, then I'll always regret it. So I'll turn the car around and stop in her driveway and start talking.
I tell a new rep when they're coming into the business that on their first order, depending on their budget, don't overspend, but they should buy 1 or 2 of their top priority products that they're already using with another company. So, what are you using for your skincare right now? Do you have a day cream you like? Or what's your favorite lipstick? Buy at least 1 or 2 of those on your first order, because the best way to sell something is to use it.
It only makes sense. If you go buy a car, the car salesman, if he's driving a Honda, but you're looking for a Ford, and so that doesn't make sense. He's not going to sell you, that Ford if he's driving a Honda. So, we want to wear a product.
I think a lot of it for me has been wear it and show it. I do a lot of nail art, so I use our nail products a lot, and I get compliments on that all the time, or they're asking me where I'm getting my nails done, and it's a lot of fun to say, well, I do it myself, and it's Avon, and that just gives me an excuse to pull a brochure out of the book and hand it to them, even if it's in that barista situation where they're really busy and you don't get to have a full conversation with them. It gave you an excuse to pull it out. Or I'll be wearing shoes from Avon or from Mark and get a compliment by them, and people are always surprised when I say, oh great, they're from the Avon book, and they'll be really surprised that Avon's selling clothes or shoes, and it's like, well, when was the last time you saw a book? And they'll be excited to take one. So I think wearing the products is a great testament and a great door opener, because you'll be surprised at what compliments you get.
One of my senior executive unit leaders, I had an Avon pin, and we were at a school function, and because of my Avon pin, she stopped me as I was getting ready to go home. And I think if I wouldn't have been wearing that Avon pin, I wouldn't have had, an extra $1 million business in my business. So it's the little things you do, little things that you take the time to do that can make the biggest difference in the world.
My eStore has been huge for me. I include my link on everything. I watermark it on the pictures that I put up. Online orders are great, not only for people who don't live close to me, but there's those customers who are also very busy and you can never seem to get your schedules to mesh for deliveries or stuff like that. So it's really nice that they can order and just have it delivered straight to their home.
Most people have a very busy life. What I love about the eStore is that they make their choice of purchasing the products or contacting you for personal face-to-face. That's what an eStore is. And one of the things that I tell our representatives is when they're out networking and giving out their business cards, to point them to their eStore and let them know that when they go to their eStore, they actually get to take advantage of greater deals because it's by categories and all the products are readily available so they know they are getting their products.
The eTools are great because they kind of give you like some canned pictures if you don't know where to start, or and they're really easy to share. And I encourage people to do that. It's a great starting point if you haven't been on social media before. But I share everything that Avon puts up.
I feel like people, especially my generation, are just in that phase where social media and electronics are just a part of your life. So if I need to look up a product, if a customer says, oh, I'm looking for a product that will help me with dark spots, I can pull out my phone right then and there, search dark spots, and find a product for them. I don't have to go through 2 or 3 brochures to find the cheapest price, to see what product it might be. And especially for them, if they don't have the knowledge to find products to cater to whatever needs they have, they can go online, do a search, dark spot corrector, and get the products that would help them.
The eStore is great because we don't know how many contacts we already have in the computer. Just by logging on to our email that we've probably had for years, you can upload thousands of contacts already there. And what I love about it is that the company sends e-cards, professional e-cards, to those in your emails, and you can post the widgets also onto the social media, so it makes it professional. It links to your website. It's very little to do, and the advertisement and the return is awesome.